connected.
It'll probably be better to use her phone just because
And
I
then,
don't know how good the microphone is.
right.
Her internal microphone is broken.
On my iPad.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But it can pick up from the Apple mic.
What's going on?
And it did work.
So it says it's connected to the chat, but how do we know if it's actually connected to the video, Saul? So it says connected to chat.
It's connected.
It is connected? Okay. So then,
It's right there.
oh, that's okay. So this would reverse it.
Okay.
And then,
So you're gonna use that one?
yeah, let's try it because then we know how to have. Now we need Zoom though too.
That's true.
Use one. Let's
Now
use that one.
I might need to plug that in.
That's okay. I can grab you a cord.
I brought my cord. I brought a long one, so hopefully it'll.
Yeah, play? You want me to play?
Yep.
Oh yeah. I was just thinking about that one there. Okay. Oopsies.
Actually, that actually has
Is
enough
it
length.
the cord or just the block?
Actually, this would be fine. It's got enough length.
Oh, okay.
Oopsie.
Just stairs.
Yeah.
It's just talking about it. Yeah.
Jenny?
She sounds like she's almost ready to say hi or hello, but it like sounds like
Oh. I can feel her tummy gurgling.
yeah. No, she's just picking up a lot.
Yeah.
I almost wonder if the milk Sully fed her was too old.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. So it's making her spit up.
Yeah.
That's my only guess. Or the milk just like made her gassy because I ate something.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
I don't know how you tell. Like how long does it take since you ate before they feel it? Sharon did text me.
Oh, did she? Okay.
And then I said I would send her the link.
Okay. Yeah, because I told her she's feeling quite hesitant about this whole online thing.
That's
right?
what she said. And I said to her, I get it.
I
Just
told her.
FYI, you are streaming.
So I'm gonna send her the link right now. But I get it because it's not the same.
Yeah.
That's why we do this job.
Yeah.
We work with people, right? So
And it's different. It's a change. It's something to adjust to, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah. So.
Yes.
So I'll have to check with her.
yeah.
Yeah. What's that?
It's just me on it.
Oh.
Link. Share.
Allow? You're not gonna go clam digging? You don't wanna go clam digging?
There we go. So I sent her the link. Because I said to her, I was like, I want to make sure I send you the right link.
Yeah. Cause I was trying to explain to her, you don't need a lot of it.
No.
She's picturing herself carrying me around her house to different spots she could do things in. So I told her to watch, and then she could see that's what I'll be looking at, Sharon. It's like you in one spot doing all the things. Like I'm like it's you
Yeah.
don't have to carry me around.
Well, it'll be different when you're doing private training because you can adjust too, right?
Yeah.
So like with my one client, I'll be like, okay, move this out, move this in, move that out, move this in.
Totally.
And they like the interruption because that's kind of a rest, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't have your glasses on.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it would expand, but it doesn't. Like she didn't give me the details, she just
Right,
kind of said
yeah.
that she was.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I'll let you know a little bit more and then
Okay.
just sort of different ideas that are flying around.
Right. Okay.
Magazine or original?
For the Zoom, I need your account
It's mine.
because of that link that you originally set up. I know the touch screen on that's not great, so sometimes you gotta. Her hair is quite light, eh?
It is, yeah.
Like, I'm actually surprised.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll stay that light though.
Yeah, you wonder. It's like, yeah, it's more like brown.
Like, my hair is brown.
Yeah.
Like, people always be like, oh, you have black hair. But it's not. It's just really,
Dark,
really
yeah.
dark brown.
Yeah.
And so I think, like, Sully's maybe more brown. Like,
yeah.
his shade of brown.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see
Oh
how.
no, you have daddy's hair?
He actually had nice hair. He used to have long hair when he was a teenager.
Yeah.
As long as it's not on her face, she's fine.
Exactly. You don't want an ear. No. No beards. No beards. So did you see, is there a way to see who's registered? Like you can see that?
So, Karen registered.
My mother?
Is that your mother?
Yes. She emails you.
Is the last name Jones?
Johnson.
Oh, Johnson.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't observe because I met your mom, but I was just like a little picture. So I
Yeah.
didn't
Oh,
observe
yeah.
that it was your mom.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Deb texted me, and Sharon, and then that's all I know because everyone's.
Okay.
I didn't
My
look at the
sister
Zoom.
said she
Zoom.
might.
So it depends on whether they do Zoom or YouTube. There's 3 on YouTube right now. One of
And
those might be me.
I think my sister was doing. Well, she was going to your website. So would that connect her to Zoom?
My Instagram, I posted both today
Oh, okay.
because I knew that we would have both.
Yeah.
So is that's Zoom?
But on the website, if she clicked my class time, would it go to?
No, it just registers you on the website. It doesn't give you the link.
Oh,
So that's one thing I need to work on is at the moment what I'm doing is I'm going to email people the link because the link is unlisted after today.
Oh, should I do that with my sister then?
Well, today she's fine because it's up there. Like if
Oh,
she
okay.
knows where to find
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You gonna take that? No. You're just being silly. Yeah, you're laughing at it. Had you forwarded your sister the Zoom link initially?
I did. Is it just the same link?
Yeah, from their original one that had like Sunday Zoom.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If she has that, then she's just on the Tuesday Zoom. She just click the Tuesday Zoom.
I should check and see if she's figured it out.
Participants. Yeah. Okay.
You're getting that crappy frame rate again.
I wonder if it has something to do with cell phones.
Well, no, it has something to do with Apple's. Something to do with.
Oh.
Now we're back.
I can feel it gurgling.
But our settings might also not be optimized for it.
Right.
her lip?
Oh.
Okay, are you guys alright?
Yep, and that's her.
Yeah, well, let's figure out
Spacing.
Here.
Here.
Do you want to take her? So that was the one. I was looking at the laptop in my last class, but that's what was throwing me. So I realized the whole time I'm looking here, but really I
You were
should.
talking over there.
Yeah. So am I looking here or there? Either. Doesn't matter. Okay.
Because they're just set up differently.
Okay.
really, I should put this one in the position, and I am plugging in. So, because.
You need another power cord? Do you want me to grab another power cord?
Yeah. Yeah, if you can just get the one that's on the table.
Okay.
Oh, it's okay. You're getting tired, aren't you?
Is it feeling real?
What, my back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The struggle?
The struggle is real.
Like constantly working out.
Oh,
Doing all the stuff you don't want to do.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's been. I had to sit down and like make a schedule for myself because I'm like doing the kettlebell classes and then doing these classes and then trying to get my home workouts in. I'm like, oh my god, it's a lot.
And you weren't gonna do OKC, right, initially?
I wasn't, yeah. So I don't know. I'll probably do it now.
Oh. So maybe used to work again. Oh yes, that's what we were saying. Was at the moment I'm just going to email everyone the links.
Okay.
I don't know. I will have to look at Jane if I can set it up because what they have to do is they have to pay before they get the link,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Because the last thing I want is to hand her the link and then it not be paid for.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've already had. I do have someone registered for your Thursday class.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I gotta finish some emails tonight because I have a couple people who paid and registered, and I've invoiced a couple people.
Okay.
But then, so if they're doing like multiple classes this week, I'll just email them all the classes and be like, Wednesday this link, Thursday this link, whatever. And then I'll do it each week.
Right.
So I set up the streams up to.
Oh, nice.
I set up the stream again on Saturday, prepare for the week.
Okay.
And then if they're paid,
Yeah.
they get the
Spot
links.
like that.
So if they're like, well, why haven't I got the link? Well, you know, paid,
Right.
right? So
Yeah.
that's kind of the easy. So that's kind of how I'm doing it right now. But then somehow maybe I'll be able to automate it. I'll just have to look into it.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just trying to figure it all out,
So
right?
okay, that's good. I was just like, I should probably check and see if I'm in the screen or not.
Andrea, can you hear me?
It's for my sister.
Actually, let me ask. Hang on. I gotta put these on. Andrea, can you hear me?
Is like all my papers everywhere? Yeah. Because what if I am like, I can't like.
Oh, you can hear me?
I'm
Okay,
Oh.
perfect. All right. Just because the internal microphone on this iPad is busted, so we're using the microphone that's on the
I visualize
earbuds, which
through
which seems to work well. So,
And then I think what I
but
would
like
say-
I'm gonna take these off, and she's gonna be about 10 feet away. So, tell you what, Ave, do you want to just speak at the volume that you'll speak at?
Hi. How are you?
All right, that's okay.
Is that good? That's probably how loud I'll talk.
Awesome. Okay.
I was saying to you guys, I feel like I'm yelling.
Oh, I
It's
know.
like, kinda.
You end up to. Plus, you're working out, so you're gonna start being loud,
Yeah.
right?
Now, Abe's not going to be able to hear you guys, but it looks like you're able to hear her, which is good. And she's all set there, and we still got
Who do we
some
got? Who do we got?
10 minutes or so.
Oh, yay. Hi, guys. You guys want to check in on Age, make sure she's
able to log in.
So if we go.
And just as a reminder,
all heat and
you
the-
can
okay.
alternatively
We'll
use
chat,
Rachel's
and, 'cause I
YouTube
take
channel,
all the
Return
time,
to Form,
and then
and watch the stream from there. The quality will be a little bit better.
Yeah.
Just don't try to watch both at the same time because there's going to be lag in between the two. And obviously you don't need to use both. But that option is there for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get started in a couple minutes, guys. We'll just wait for some people that have registered to connect. Who's with us so far? Oh yay! Hey Georgia. Hi Ange. Hi Mom. Hi Troy. Hi Age. Deb. Hi Deb. Hi. So nice to see you guys. I can't really hear you, but I know you're there. Love you all. Just one more thing, when we do get started, if you could turn off your microphones, just mute it, because then it'll just be me on the screen. Otherwise it'll pick up noise from everybody, and then whoever it picks up noise from will pop up. So just mute it. Thank you. Alright, I think we're gonna get started. So make sure you guys have some water. So glass of water, bottle of water, whatever. You want to stay hydrated while we do the workout. You're not going to need any equipment. If you do have some weights and you want to use them, you can add them into our lunges. We'll be doing lunges at some point. Mostly everything is just body weight exercise. So yeah, no need to worry about that. I will be adding in modifications for all of the exercises. So if we're doing one and you feel like it's maybe just too much, you can't keep up, whatever it might be, just do my modification because we want everyone to be safe. And yeah, so stay at your own fitness level. Just look around, make sure you've got no hazards around you. So there's not equipment, toys, whatever it is laying around, that your area is nice and free. And if you also have issues with balance, maybe have a chair nearby. So some of these things you can hold onto the back of the chair. Safety first for sure. And remember that we want to keep a good mind-body connection. So try not to be distracted. I know we're at home and there are things that can distract, but try to just stay in the moment and really feel what your body's doing and not get distracted by other things. And my coach Solly always says, train for skill, not for reps. So we're not trying to get in as many reps as we can. We're trying to do every one right. So listen to all my cues and just try to stay focused, have proper form, and that way we'll all be safe, get a good workout in, and become nice and strong. Awesome. Okay, so now that all that's out of the way, we're going to start with our warm-up. So our warm-up is going to be 4 different exercises. Each one is going to be 30 seconds, and we're going to do that 4 times. So we're going to start with a T-twist. So you're going to have your arms out to the side. Legs are just past hip width apart, so your feet are. You're going to bend forward, send your hips back, bring your right arm to your left foot, come up to standing, and then switch sides. So that'll be the first one. Second one is reach throughs. So you can leave your feet where they are. You're going to take both hands. You're going to reach through like you're touching the wall behind and just pop back up. So just pop back up till your back is flat and then reach through again. That's the second one. Third one is runner's lunge. So you're going to get down on the floor. Wrists are going to be under your shoulders. You're going to bring your foot up next to your hand. Push your hips into the floor, then send it back out and switch sides. Now, if you do not have the hip flexibility, you can use a bench. So you're just going to put your hands on the bench, bring your feet up to as close as you can to your hands, push your hips down to the floor, and send it back out. Okay, so that's a modification for that one. And bum kick with arm reach. So you're going to be jumping up, kicking your bum, reaching your hands up in the air. So we want to get our blood pumping. So a little bit of cardio. If you can't do any bouncing or jumping, you can always just do this. Okay? Awesome. All right, let's get started. 10-second countdown. It'll beep when we're ready to go. So 30 seconds on each one. We'll do that 4 times. So T-twists. So sending your hips back, reaching for that opposite foot, coming back up. When you come back up, think about driving your hips forward. Just like when you go down, you're pushing your hips back. You want to feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings, the backs of your legs. Good. And reach through. So keeping your feet where they are, you're going to reach for that wall behind you, pop back up till your back is parallel to the floor, and then go back down and reach for the wall behind. Again, you should feel this in the back of your legs. A little bit of hip mobility. Next will be runner's lunge. So again, down in a plank, wrists under your shoulders, bring your foot up next to your hand, draw your hips into the floor, and send your foot back out. Switch sides. Just keep alternating sides for the 30 seconds. And remember, we have the modification. So if this is too low, you can always use a chair or a bench. Have your hands up a little higher, and just bring your feet up as close as you can to where your hands are on the chair or the bench. All right, to bum kick with arm reach. So again, modification. No hopping or bouncing. Or you can get a nice jog in here. Get those heels up to your bum. Good, back to T, twist. So again, sending your hips back, and then bringing them forward as you come up. Reaching opposite hand over to the opposite foot, coming all the way up. Awesome, reach through. So keeping your feet where they are, reaching for the wall behind. You can keep your knees soft as well for this. Good. Runner's lunge. So again, wrists under your shoulders, bringing your feet up next to your hand, stretching by pushing your hips into the floor and alternating sides. Think about keeping your belly tucked up, your core is nice and strong and engaged. Good. Bum kick with arm reach. Good, third round, so T-twist again, reaching for the opposite foot, pushing your hips back, bringing them forward as you come up. Come all the way up to standing, nice and tall at the top, back down. If you can't touch your toes, that's okay. You reach down as far as you can. Reach through, so keeping your feet where they are. Reaching for the wall behind. Good, runner's lunge. So getting yourself into that tall plank position, bringing your feet up to your hands, pushing your hips into the floor. Switching sides. Back is nice and flat. You don't want to arch your back. Good, bum kick with arm reach. Get your heels as high as you can. Good, last time through a T-twist. And reach throughs. Good, runner's lunge. High plank, foot forward, hips drawn to the floor. Switch sides. Good, bum kick with arm reach. Oh, my shoelace is undone. Don't trip over your shoelaces. Good, nice. Have a glass of water. Little sip of water. Just setting the clock for our next portion here. Good. All right. So we're going to do 2 supersets. So a superset is a combination of 2 or 3 exercises put together where you just do them one after the other. You don't take a break. So what we're going to do, each exercise will be 10 reps each. And you're just gonna repeat that over 8 minutes, okay? So we're gonna give a nice chunk of time. You can work at your own pace. So 8 minutes. First superset, we're gonna do a low push slide. So a low push slide, you're gonna get yourself into the tall plank. You're gonna push back into downward dog. So head between your arms, your hips are pushing towards the back wall. You're gonna drop your knees. You can touch the floor, you can leave them hovered, and then you're gonna push through your feet and come forward into a push-up. And then come up, back into downward dog, drop your knees, come forward into a push-up and back up. Downward dog. So that's a cycle for that one. If you need a modification, you can go between the high plank and downward dog, drop your knees, back up to downward dog, into plank. So you can cycle through these 3. You can just skip the push-up phase. So that's the first one. So we'll do 10 reps of that. Then we're going to do reverse lunge pulses. So you're going to step back, drop down into your lunge, and you're going to pulse for 4. 3, 4, come up, switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, come up. Modification for that one is just alternating sides. Just leaving out the pulse. Also, you don't have to go down as deep as I do. Just go down as far as you can. And if you need help with balance, grab a chair, just have that in front of you. You can hold on. Make sure you have your balance first before you step back. Okay, so we'll cycle through those. 10 reps of the low push slide, 10 reps of the reverse lunge pulses. Work at your own pace. In 8 minutes, we're going to do another superset. All right? All right, 10 seconds. Low push slide. So you're going to be in your tall plank, pushing back into down dog. Drop your knees, come forward, do a push-up, back into downward dog. Drop your knees, come forward, do a push-up. You guys trying to talk to me? Oh, okay. Georgia, do you want to do squats? Sounds great. Keep your weight in that front leg. Your back one's just basically there for balance. So if you're just switching sides, you're going to make sure you do 10 on each side. So that'll be 20 total. For your low push slide, you can have your hands out a bit wider than shoulder width. So we have 3 minutes left. I'm just finishing up my second set of lunge pulses. So going into my third round. If you're not quite there, that's okay. Just want to give you an idea of the time. So we should have about 1 round left. Remember, for your low slide, after you drop your knees, you're pushing through the floor with your feet to take your chest forward. Two minutes left. Keep at it. If anytime you need to take a break, just take a short break, have some water. And then get right back into it. Anyone else's quads burning? Oh yeah. So just under a minute left, about 45 seconds. shoulders. Now modification for this one is tap 1, 2, set them down. Bring them up, tap 1, 2, set them down. So you can set your knees down after every tap, okay? Every 2 taps. For plank reach, so you're gonna get into a plank position. So that can be on your toes, that can also be on your knees. And then you're gonna reach, reach. So if you're on your toes, reach, reach. All right, into panther shoulder taps. So we've got 8 minutes, we're gonna do 10 reps of each. So for panther, you're on all fours, your knees are up, and you're just tapping your shoulders. So I want you to do 10 on each side, so that will be a total of 20. Good, same with plank reach, so it'll be 10 on each side. So you're gonna reach out for 1, out for 2, alternating sides. If you're modified and on your knees, and that reach is a bit too much, you can just take out the reach, and you can hold for 20 seconds. Make sure for both of these exercises that your wrists are right under your shoulders. Shoulders are nice and strong, so you're not sinking into them and they're not coming up to your ears. Think about drawing your belly button in, keeping your back nice and flat. And as little movement from your pelvis as possible, especially from the panther shoulder tap. Take small breaks where you need it. Have a little bit of water. Get right back into it. You can loosen out your wrists a little bit in between as well. This is a lot on the wrist, this one. So give them a little break. If you want to drop down to your elbows for the plank and do the reach, you can. It is a little bit harder, But even for one set, it'll give your wrist a bit of a break. Just make sure your elbows are right under your shoulders. And everything else, back flat. Belly button tucked up. Make sure your bum is down, so you don't want to have your bum up in the air. Your knees are basically just hovering off the floor. Don't give up. 2 more minutes. Minute and a half left. You got this. One minute left. Half a minute, guys. Keep at it. Awesome, nice work. Woo! Good job, guys. Have some water, take a little breather, get a little bit of rest here. Awesome. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is called an EMOM, E-M-O-M. So every minute on the minute. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set a 30-second baseline. So we're going to do skinny sumos. So you're gonna get your feet, I'd say 1.5 to 2 times hip width apart, so nice and wide. You're gonna go down into a squat. This is your sumo squat, so make sure your knees are pushed out, they're lining up with your toes. Then you're going to jump up, come to center, do a basic squat in the middle, jump back out into your sumo, back into your basic squat. So for those of you that would like a modification for that one, you can step out into sumo, lunge down, step back into the center, lunge down, back out into sumos, back in the center. So if you start out with the hop, if you can do the hop in the middle and it's just too much, then you can always do the step out, step in with the lunge. So for the 30-second baseline, we're going to start out, we're going to see how many reps we can do in that 30 seconds. Then we're going to let the rest of the minute run through. Then when that next minute hits, we're going to add on a rep. So whatever you had in the first 30 seconds, you're going to add a rep on. Do that many, let the minute run out, and then on that next minute, we're going to add another one on. So we're going to do this for 10 minutes. So, everybody ready? All right, 10-second countdown. So remember, I'll let you know when 30 seconds is up. Whatever reps you have there, that's what you're going to start with for your next round. When you jump out into sumos, jump with your toes turned out. That's it. So remember those reps. We're going to let the minute run out here. When you hear the beep, we're going to start over and you're going to add a rep on. All right. Everybody ready? So you're adding one rep to whatever you got in that first 30 seconds. Keep your bum back, chest up. So again, 10 seconds for the next minute. You're gonna add one more rep. So you gotta keep your pace up and go. All right, 10 seconds till the next minute. You're gonna add one more on. again, you're gonna add another rep. You got this. Woo! Have some water in between. Into the next minute, add another rep. Whew. All right, time is closing in. 5 seconds into the next minute. Let's do one more minute. Add a rep. Woo! All right. We're gonna stop there. Have some water. Let your heart rate come down a little bit. Now, we're gonna do some stretching. If you've got the back of a chair, or a tall counter, or a spot in the wall, we're gonna stretch out our quads. We just did a lot of work on the quads. So, bring your heel up to your bum, keep your thighs together, push your hips forward. Think about drawing that heel right up to your bum, as close as you can. Good, shake that leg out, we'll switch sides. So again, heel up to bum. Push your hips forward. Make sure your thighs and your knees are parallel. Good, then we're gonna do shin box. So you're gonna sit on the floor. You're gonna put both feet out to the side like this. So the bottom of your one foot should be up against the knee and the thigh of the other one. And then you're going to just keep your chest up, put your hands on the floor, bend forward towards that front knee, keeping your head in line with your spine. You should feel a stretch through your glutes in this one. I hope you're all still with me. Stretching is super important. You're gonna switch sides. So keeping your feet where they are, you're gonna lift your knees and flip them over. So now the bottom of the other foot should be up against the thigh of the other one. Again, hinging at the hips, keeping the back flat, head in line with the spine. You're gonna fold forward, so no rounding backs, because that's not gonna do anything. You're gonna keep your back flat, fold forward, bring your chest towards that knee. Good, back to the other side, so keeping your feet where they are, you're gonna flip your knees over. And again, hinging at the hips, back flat, keeping your head in line with your spine, you're gonna fold forward, bringing your chest towards your knee. And then switch sides. Again, keeping your feet where they are, flipping the knees, going into the other side, back flat, keep your chest towards your knee, head in line with your spine. Good, and coming up to standing, we're gonna reach up nice and tall. Grab your wrist with your other hand, pull to the side. Nice big exhale. Inhale to the center, grab your other wrist. Exhale as you pull to the opposite side. Inhale to center, one more time on the other side. Inhale to center, other side. And we're all done. Thank you so much, you guys. Hope you enjoyed the workout. We'll see you Thursday morning at 8:15. We're gonna be on YouTube, so hopefully you can join me then. Love you guys, can't wait to see you again.
She just turned us right off.
No, you're on.
Oh,
Hello?
thank you.
You're welcome, guys.
Thank you.
I had headphones plugged in, so I couldn't hear ya.
Dave, what time is it on Thursday morning?
Thursday morning at 8:15.
Okay. Alright, so do you have something to watch about? Are you still doing Sunday?
I'm I'm still doing Sundays. So Thursday's 8:15, Sunday is 9 o'clock. And then Tuesday night at 5:30. Okay, bye guys. Thanks. If you have any questions, just email Rachel. Love ya.